Body. Mr. Body is my name. And welcome to my home, Body Manor. Of tonight's events, I am the planner. This fun and folly game. Here, inside the box, a deck of cards, a pair of dice to toss. The premise of the game is simple. Kill me with one weapon in one room. You won't rest easily until I rest permanently. Ah, the immeasurable joy of my doom. 6 rooms inside. A place to hide, a place to play a game. Murder is its name, you play the cards. You play it hard, but only one can win. Murder is the bill of fare, and you'll find motive everywhere. Now let the game begin. 6 weapons pass from hand to hand with passion. 6 suspects from square one are on the run. Let's meet them now and hear the tales they fashion. Be cautious, from here it's all or none for murder one.
I'm Mrs. Peacock, well-known, well-traveled, and well-deserved. I'm the Rose of the Peacock family and the chairperson of the Peacock Enterprises, a position I acquired with the death of my first husband. My second husband, Neville, left me an authentic Renoir. My third, Vincenzo. My villa in Capri. My fourth, a 10-carat diamond ring. It's a bit small. My fifth. I've forgotten my fifth completely because he gave me nothing at all. But I'm happy to say I'm a bride again. Mr. Body has recently become my sixth. I have wealth, I have power, I have Melania Trump's plastic surgeon. If I'm the one they choose to be the killer, my darling, that means you're my sixth to die.
Then promise me you'll make sure it's a thriller.
I will, but I'll need someone to be my alibi.
I am Professor Plum, B.A., M.A., Ph.D. That's me. I'm an author by trade, an intellect by birth, and an American by choice. I was born in London, raised in New York, attended Oxford, and years later became part of the British think tank in the States. It was in Washington where I met Mr. Body. He was a lobbyist for the oil industry. He asked me to ghostwrite a book about government involvement in the oil industry for a handsome fee. Indeed, I agreed. It's as Somerset Maugham said, money is like 6 cents. You can't make use of the other 5 without it. Mastermind crime is quite fulfilling. To execute was never my strong suit. The mastermind will always get top billing. The corpse is a nameless body plainly dressed to boot. Till the deed is done, I'm game for everyone. Murder is the bill of fare, and you'll see motive everywhere. Now let the game begin. Only one can win.
I'm Miss Scarlet. I'm an actress. Well, a singer. No, more like a performer. You know, I do it all, or so my men friends tell me. No one knows this, but I first met Mr. Body while I was performing in Las Vegas. I opened for a dog-juggling act that played every Tuesday night at 3 a.m. in Billy's Lone Star Bar, Grill, and Casino. Mr. Body was there on business. He saw my act, he loved it, and asked me to give an encore in his hotel room. Well, you know me. I love an audience. The last time we played the game, I had to shoot you. The trigger jam I nearly misplayed you.
Colonel Mustard here. I've stormed bunkers, pillaged barricades, and tried
American soldier never had the opportunity to serve in the armed forces. His legislation drafted by Senator Body, Mr. Body's father. It bans from the military anyone with a disease which causes people to mistake humans for inanimate objects. Non-identifiatitis. One can live quite normally with the ailments, and they're excited when their blood pressure increases. Then their neighbor becomes a Volkswagen, their son, toaster. You get the idea. Shortly after the bill was passed, Senator Body mysteriously died. Now Mr. Body calls me Daddy. Right, kiddo? Do you recall the time that I last killed you? I beat you silly with the candlestick.
But I recall you struck me with the left eye.
Yes, that's right. Perhaps tonight I'll try my new rope trick.
My name is Mrs. White. I hate the Mrs. Paul. As after Mr. Body called me as I lived with him and I was housekeeper. No, I'm actually his cook and his housekeeper, but I don't get paid enough to be called both. So I decided I was housekeeper. Not that I say that I live with him, as I have my own teeny, tiny room in a basement, where I sleep on a thin mattress on a cot when ain't fit for a prisoner in a jail cell. And the food, tasteless, grisly stuff that dog will eat. And I work 7 days a week, 7 long, odd days, with no rest for me weary bones, me weary muscles, me weary hands, feet, eyes, nose, hair. I need a drink. In mysteries they will blame the maid or butler.
But we don't have a butler here to blame.
So if the couples come looking for me, I'm ready a gem full of nuts for me to tame.
Green's the name, and money is my game. I'm the sultan of the stock market, king of commodities. I'm an entrepreneur. I got me a national chain of beauty salons called Teasing Your Blues Away. I own the world's most popular discount air carrier, Pennies in Heaven. And I'm part of a joint venture here with Mr. Body, who specializes in the restoration of ancient monuments called Colossal Nips and Tucks. Our most recent project, the Great Pyramids. We're going to protect them from the element by covering them with vinyl siding. Picture that? Sandstone-colored siding that blends in with the stone so you can't even tell it's there. I'm a genius.
Yes, these weapons pass from hand to hand with passion.
It's all
Six suspects toss their weapon around the room. You got us now and learn the tale of passion.
Be cautious, intrepid,
Conniving.
Contriving, seductive, elusive. So now you play a little game of murder. A little game of murder.
best of
Play the game to win. No matter if you land on top or bottom, you're playing it, and now it's time to play the game again. Yes! The game has now begun. 6 suspects on the run. From here it's all around for better
Tonight we won't save the world from ruin. We won't get a Nobel Prize. We won't win any lottery jackpots. We will encounter some crackpots, some loony antics, and clues to scrutinize.
Crackpots. How do you like that? He He calls us crackpots.
Well, take a look around. You don't find sane people living in a two-dimensional world made of yellow blocks and 8 by-number rooms.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will determine the conclusion of the game. The suspect, weapon, and room are essential. You will do this by selecting cards from each of 3 decks and placing them inside this envelope marked confidential. There are 6 options in each of 3 categories. 666. Very interesting. There are 216 potential finales, and only one is our game rested.
Here we go again. Slap of the card.
The crash of the dice.
The sticky fingers grasping me.
The strong fingers grasping.
You always get this strong
The first set of cards represents all of the suspects here at Body Manor. Mrs. Peacock, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, and Mr. Green. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need a few volunteers from our audience to come up on stage and help us choose out some cards. You young man in the back, would you please come up, stand by the piano, please? Anyone else, right over here, please come up and join behind him on the piano. And right over here, please come up on stage and get in line behind the other 2. All right, young man, please step forward, right here in the front. I'm going to shuffle the cards. It's your job tonight to pick our murderer. It's an important job. All right, so I'm going to spread the cards out like this. Choose the card you want, pull it face down, slide it onto the table. That's the one you want? Okay, just slide it forward, keep it on the table so no one sees. Very good, thank you. You may have your seat. We'll place the murderer card in the confidential envelope. The next set of cards represents all of the rooms here at Body Manor. The lounge, the study, the conservatory, the kitchen, the ballroom, and the billiard room. All right, miss, you are going to help us pick out the room for this evening. Give me a moment to shuffle all of the cards. Okay. Please slide the card you want forward. Keep it face down on the table. That one right there will do. Very good. Thank you. So no one can see it. You may have your seats. Place the room card in the confidential envelope. The next set of cards represents all of the weapons here at Body Manor. The rope, the revolver, the wrench, the lead pipe, the candlestick, and the knife. All right, miss, you will help us choose the weapon for this evening. I'm going to shuffle these cards like so. Please choose the weapon card you would like and slide it forward, keeping it face down on the table. Thank you very much. You may also have your seat. Place the weapon card in the confidential envelope. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for our volunteers. Ladies and gentlemen, in this envelope is the key to our destiny. For in it lies the answer to the mystery. We find ourselves in an interesting place, an ending chosen before we begin. What then is the objective? From a player's perspective, to solve the mystery and ultimately win? Your goal is to figure out what's inside that envelope. Who done it, with what weapon, in what room. You will arrive at this conclusion by deducing the solution from clues I will give you once we resume. There will be 2 rounds of clues to assist you. Before my death, round 1. After round 2. Participation in the game is purely by choice. If you play, use the playing form you received, document the information I reveal with each clue, then eliminate items with no value perceived. Thus, you will determine how, where, and who. We will be interested at the end of the game to see if your answers and ours are one and the same. Now we begin our journey to arrive at this end. To all suspicious doing, diligently attend. Round 1 begins in the kitchen with shrieks of woe from a disgruntled worker, less friend than foe.
Make sure the roast is succulent and tender, he says. Make sure the salad is gently tossed. I've a good mind to burn his roast and rip it down the pot. I've a good mind to...
Mrs. White! What are you doing?
Tenderizing the roast?
With a lead pipe.
Uh-huh.
Just make sure dinner preparations are completed according to my specifications.
I think you and me is going to talk, Mr. Bawdy, about me position.
You are my chief domestic, Mrs. White. There is nothing else to discuss.
About me wages and the ways I ain't got.
Are you forgetting that I paid the bail required by the court to free your stepson Nigel?
And I'm ever so grateful, sir.
Nigel would still be behind bars, awaiting his trial on grand larceny if it wasn't for my generous offering.
More than generous, sir. Working so hard to pay you things, taking its toll. I feel like I've had a marathon night with a bunch of blokes in the Royal Navy.
Mrs. White!
Yeah, that's right. And I the sailors will at least put a smile on me face.
Mrs. White, I want dinner ready in 1 hour. You are to notify my guests once dinner is served. After serving it, you are to report to your chamber and wait until I summon you. Is that understood?
Sir.
I knew she'd see things my way.
He's the bloody not me knitting yarn he is. What I need is a new position with a respectful employer. Unfortunately, at my age, there ain't many offers. Your life is a ball of cherries when all the pieces fit. When you're scrambling to survive, life is a ball of pits. And everybody's known that twat their feet upon. Mr. Bawdy rules my life, he runs me from dusk till dawn. His carrots and his peas must be new meal cuisine. I ain't no galloping for me. And for a pouring shot, the pommels with him pot. He'll take it from me, take no pain. Life is a bowl of cherries with all the pieces fit. And always scrambling to survive. Life is a bowl of pits. But destiny left me leftovers instead of an elegant meal. It should have been lobsters and champagne, a mink hotel automobile. But I nearly made it in the station. That butcher was who knocked me up. And we had a son. My son was a bum. He cost me the best of me life. As Mr. Bawdy's servant, very much me light. Now he ain't much to say about He's cooked me all unglued. I feel I'm stabbing instead of slice. I'm hacked instead of dice. I'm mocking rubbish too. I'm making clothes were so white. Me master on my plate. Chop this, get the fat. Clone this and nothing flat. Mince this, toss that. Life is a roll of cherries, all the pieces fit. I dream as a tight scheme, and the someday on the right. I won't be scrabbling too softly, but what I say is true. Life only know, life is a bundle of
Clue number 1. In the kitchen with the knife was Mrs. White, who flailed the gleaming blade with might. She handled the pipe adroitly too. One of these weapons is an answer for you. Next, in the billiard room, business goes awry when wheeling and dealing can't conceal a lie.
Four ball, corner pocket, 6 ball side. Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Green.
Hey, how you doing?
The room's a little dark, even for you, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 6 of one, half pound of the other. Good for a game?
No, thank you. I'm already involved in the game. Mr. Green, do you have the Egyptian deposit for colossal nips and tucks?
Not yet, but the government loved our proposal. And they've given us a solid verbal commitment, and they're going to cut the check soon, real soon.
That's not true.
Yeah, sure it is. They said they're going to
No, that's a lie. I spoke with Yusef Abdul-Rahman just yesterday. The check was already delivered to you. A little research shows that your bank account is now $500,000 fatter than it was 2 days ago.
My great aunt Peoria died. It's a sort of thank you for being a model nephew.
Mr. Green.
No, really. She was stuck in a wheelchair. She was crazy. And she had a glass eye. I used to push her around her living room just so she could play marbles with it.
Mr. Green, I want the correct amount deposited in the nips and tucks account immediately.
Listen, you're walking on thin water, buddy.
Failure to do so will result in legal action being brought against you.
Go ahead. Sue me. You ain't got nothing. You're looking for a needle and a backpack.
Clue number 2, exhibited in that telling scene. Billiard room, candlestick, Mr. Green. None of these are worth remembering when you begin your conjecturing. Now, in the ballroom, a reunion takes place. Here, there's a dubious past to embrace.
Strange place to find you. In the ballroom alone?
Oh, Colonel Mustard.
How did you know?
The unquestionable tone of adolescence. Are you a guest for the weekend?
No, just for tonight. A stopover on my way to a very important affair.
Oh. Are you going to an engagement party for French's Golden or Grey Poupon?
Oh, my dear, you haven't changed a bit. You're still that same feisty woman I once adored.
You and me? That was husbands ago.
Remember when we were passionate friends?
Oh, true allies.
Hey, let's play like we did that first night in Monaco. Let's play my favorite.
Not Custard's Last Stand. He never stands very long.
No. Stormy Normandy.
Oh, setting the pace.
Ten hot. Europe, 1939. Hitler unleashes his wrath.
Oh, yes.
Left foot Czechoslovakia.
Right foot Poland.
Left hand Denmark.
Right hand Norway.
Right foot Holland.
Right hand Belgium.
Foot. France. D-Day. Brigades.
Thrust! Artillery!
Explodes.
Victory!
Oh.
Colonel, what is it?
My back is stuck.
What?
My plastic vertebrae are jammed.
Plastic vertebrae.
War wound.
Oh, well, what can I do?
Take my hands, stand on my feet, and pull.
I can't get you up.
You most certainly can. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
What is it now?
One good game, and I'll straighten up. Pull.
Pull what?
My shoulders. Pull my shoulders and I'll straighten.
Here goes.
Oh!
Colonel, what is that?
A revolver.
I know that. Why is it on your person?
An old military hat. Gotta be repaired. Gotta have your pistol loaded and ready to fire. The enemy is everywhere.
Colonel, I have no idea.
Colonel Buster! I want you off the premises immediately.
You don't understand.
I don't understand. I was just kissing that rake.
I want you out. I love my job.
Need I remind you that when my mother, your wife, died, I became owner of this manor. And just by my generosity, take up residence.
My mother may have left you by, but she did not leave you my wife.
Your wife? Where's your wife? Listen, you better put that rake. It's got sharp teeth.
Oh.
I'll deal with you later, kiddo. Good night.
I'm going to the lounge for a cocktail. Then I'm going to go to the conservatory to be alone with the plants.
Clue number 3. Revolver, ballroom, mustard, peacock. Are they the key to the mystery lock? Spouse and parent, both savvy and wise. Choose none of them, I strongly advise. Revolver, ballroom, weapon in space. None will help strengthen your case. Now in the lounge, more motive is forming, in tandem with some sly brainstorming.
Okay. I'll add a little vodka. And, ooh, dash of gin. Oh, and a big splash of beer to mix it all together.
Now that is some cocktail.
Well, you want one?
How about something a little less complicated, like a glass of water?
None bottled, and the water pipe in here is broken.
Wine then. Mr. Body always has a decent bottle of wine lying around.
In the cellar.
Huh. I wouldn't call that a bottle of wine.
Or that. A lead pipe and a wrench.
Plumbing repairs. Obviously. Here we are. Viney de
That Dupé. It's French country wine.
Huh. You're pretty good. Where'd you pick up this French? Scarletta.
How did you know my name?
Last I saw you was out in Vegas belting out Sinatra tunes.
I don't know you.
You won the Miss Nuclear Waste pageant.
Everyone knows that.
Because I paid off the judges.
Squeegee?
Squeegee, certainly on in the flesh.
Look at you!
Yeah.
What happened to the long hair?
Yeah,
And the
let's
stomach?
come on.
Oh, it's all the gold around your neck.
Look, if you want to be successful in business, you got to have a certain look, a certain sound. Now, I'm Mr. Green, jack of all shades. What about you?
I'm a fine lady now. Miss Scarlet.
Baby, A leopard does not change its these, thems, or those.
You don't know I changed, Squeegee. I hated that way of life.
Huh. You know, as I recall, you didn't have it too bad. Nice house, nice car,
Yeah.
nice apartment, nice company.
Yeah, it was good. So you left? Why'd you split?
A fella can't stick around. Once two business partners, one who's his girl, itch up and leave you in the dust.
Oh, I didn't know Mr. Body was up to really.
Yeah.
He only put the makeup you get access to accounts. And then he drained them, leaving both me and the business penniless.
So then why are you here?
Why are you here?
To right them wrong.
His wrong?
His wrong. You with me?
You? Me? Now?
It was very selfish when he executed his intention.
Making us the object of his dangerous invention.
But nonetheless, perhaps we must address a little retribution. Methods, means, and executions are the strategies that count a lot.
Acting with efficiency will guarantee we don't get caught.
But we lost nonetheless, perhaps we must address a little retribution. Everyday devices have enterprising uses when they're in the right hands, but for the wrong reasons, delightfully delicious. These dangerous abuses when they're in the right hands, but for the wrong reasons.
If we were to really do it, any household item would be good enough to fight him.
Just as long as I'm with you, any grisly gadget would most definitely do. We could win!
Yeah, with an egg beater.
Maybe we could whack him!
With a weed eater.
Let's string him up! String him up!
Oh, I know, with a telephone cord.
We could flatten him with an irony rod. Everyday devices have enterprising uses when they're in the right hands, but for the wrong reasons. Delightfully delicious, these dangerous abuses when they're in the right hands, but for the wrong reasons. If we were to really do it, any household item would be good enough to find him. Just as long as I'm with you, any grisly gadget would most definitely do.
Literate, we liquidate the opposition. Evaluate, exterminate, we orchestrate retaliation. For we lost nonetheless, perhaps we must address a little retribution.
We could perforate him.
Yeah, make the civil rights pit.
We can try.
On the end, with a hockey stick.
We could roll him.
We can stuff him.
In a tool bench. We could trash him with a monkey wrench. Every day the crisis has enterprise. Crisis, the present gives him the right, but the hands don't get on the wrong. That's to his good. Any household item was in worthy of you.
conclusion or any foreseen? Choose none of the weapons here. Choose none of the suspects here. The lounge? Well, future clues will reveal if this was the scene of the deadly ordeal. Now in the study, a fuss is made between one under stress and one under pain.
Right over left, left over right, right under left and through the loop, left over right and through the loop and pull. There, a perfect Achaean knot. Now if I pull here, I should have a noose, a brilliant noose.
Hey! That's me clothesline! You cut it to bits!
Not to worry, I shall replace it.
You bet your sweet bottom you shall!
You will.
I will what?
You will replace it.
I will not! If you want me to mess with it!
Proper English, you will replace it.
I will not! You bloody ruin it!
It's not you shall, it's you will.
Go ahead and try and confuse me so I forget about the rope and not make you pay for it. Hey, you highfalutin types are all the same. Oh, you're sly one, you are.
Not as sly as your boss.
Talking about Mr. B?
The ace swindler himself.
You got some dirt on him, don't you?
Dirt is a substance that lies on the face of the earth, and in your case, under your fingernails.
Blimey.
Yes, I do have some information about Mr. Body.
Oh, do tell!
I don't know if I can trust you, Mrs. White.
You will tell, or you'll be sorry you will.
Very good, Mrs. White. First person singular and plural, you shall. Second and third person singular and plural, use will.
You sound like a bloody school teacher. Tell!
As a businessman, Mr. Body intentionally acted to drive down the stock prices of certain oil companies, making them bankrupt. He then purchased them at disturbingly low prices and sold them years later for an excessive profit.
What's wrong with that? It's an American way. What's wrong with that?
Is that beneficiaries of corporate donations such as educational institutions lose funding. They suffer. They suffer badly.
Why does that matter to you?
I lost out.
You're in business?
Business? Yes. One of the businesses that Mr. Body drove bankrupt and then unfairly purchased was my family's business in American Fork, Utah.
What's the name of the business?
PTA.
PTA?
PTAO. Plum Transatlantic Oil.
Oil in American Fork, Utah?
Yes.
Looks like you and me got something in common.
Your family was in oil?
Uh-huh. Me dad ran a fish and chips business in London's East End.
Yes.
So with all this Mr. D's done to you, why are you hammering with his book?
The dignity lost to greed. I shall gain by proximity to the perpetrator. He will pay with more than the offer's advance he owes me.
You're so poetic. I do like me a sensitive bloke. Manly on the outside, something silly on the inside. So after dinner I get off work, you and me should go for a midnight stroll to get to know one another a little better.
I think I know all there is to know about you, Mrs. White.
Yeah. I do seem to wear my personality on my sleeve, don't I?
Actually, all over your apron.
I just came to give you this sheet music that I found in your room while I was tidying up. It's Beethoven Symphony 5.
It's Beethoven. Give me that.
You don't look very musical.
You don't look very tiny.
Ah! I just came to tell you that dinner will be ready as well.
Yes, dinner. Clue number 5. Plum and white in study with the rope. Do any of these offer you hope? 1 in the 4 and the answer exists. But perhaps there's an unexpected twist. The conservatory we visit now. Here, there's a saga of vow after vow. My dear, it is imperative that we conclude our conversation from earlier.
I don't like your tone.
I don't like your reckless escapades.
I've an insatiable spirit.
Let me inform you, my dear, that I will not tolerate such displays of frivolous abandon.
Oh, and let me inform you, my dear, you may not have to.
Don't
Wait for life. I often disparage my history of marriage. It's brought matrimonial strife. A woman in my prime. I married old money, so old it's not funny. Forget about passion, how very old-fashioned. My first one then dropped dead on the night we wed. Once a widow, oh, they blamed me. Yes, they framed as a scheming spouse, but the judge, he set me free, and my defense was insanity. The judge and I then wed. Oh, the gossip distressed me, but they couldn't arrest me the night my poor judgy dropped dead. My third one was a shrink, a real lady killer. Oh, his death was a thriller. I get sentimental, it was ruled accidental. The inquest was routine. They placed me at the scene. Twice a widow, they defamed me. Thrice a widow, they loathed me more. So I married the attorney for the shrink onto number 4. My lawyer was a charm, but he squandered my assets and left me some bad debts, and suddenly he bought the farm. My fifth one made no sense. The romance was fleeting. Oh, but I caught him cheating, and you can ask any jury. I scorned a woman's fury. His grounds for self-defense. My fifth is no. Past tense. When they throw rice, I should
Number 6. Let us consider the conservatory, where Peacock's Tale was every man's story. It certainly could house the deadly deed, but the cards haven't given us that exact lead. Now we waltz, so that my guests will know I have no qualm with my potential foe. Murder is fated, not by chance, and is now set in motion with the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, I trust that you all enjoyed dinner and that you are pleasantly satiated. I have invited all of you, including Mrs. White, to join me in an after-dinner cordial, because you are a collection of unique individuals with a single objective: my demise. Yes, revenge, diversion, pleasure, pain, whatever your motivation, each of you wants me dead. Dead! Don't look so sad! I live to be killed! I want each of you to know that I will cooperate fully so that your individual needs will be met. What you must do is plan your strategy wisely. Only the correct combination of suspect, weapon, and room will result in the successful murder of me in winning the game. You know the individual needs you must achieve. I now offer you a toast to your success. Raise your glasses. May the best murderer win. To success! Success! Rest his spirits roam all through the night. They search through every room. Which one's right? Which one will be my resting place tonight? What's the matter? The piano suddenly sounds terrible.
The key is broken.
Well, it sounded fine up until now.
I was playing around it.
Well, keep playing around it. Walk to a door, dare to step through. Truth lies inside, well hidden from view.
Not every room will fit the bill. Once one for death inside. To kill. Corridors and walls of winding stair. A secret passage waiting leads somewhere. Corridors in the floors and bookshelves at bars. Corridors and halls, a mansion full of doom. One of us must choose one course, one room. The billiard room
Where the portraits stare.
and the world's
All happy.
it could curl your hair. When the deed is complete this night, see the past come to life. What a sight! The library doors open by themselves. Pull out a book and remove the shelves. All legend floors green to the gate, with no one walking cross and no one's feet. Corridors and halls, a mansion full of doom. One of us must choose.
Only one can
Only
move.
one can
One of us must choose.
one room. You shouldn't have dumped me. You shouldn't have been so rude.
You shouldn't
My anticipated fatality is all in the line of duty. So please, no sympathy, let's move ahead. Round 1 is now ended. 2 will now begin. In this round, there'll be 3 sets of clues to ponder and to muse to advance you to a win. From what you've witnessed, it's hard to surmise the who, where, and how surrounding my demise. So, to make your theorizing more effective, I present to you an expert, bona fide detective.
I'm a hard-nosed detective who's hard-pressed to find the hard truth.
I'm tough on crime, tough to talk to, and tough as nails.
I turn over stones, turn over suspects, and turn over when I sleep. My direct questions get direct answers. For me, yes means yes, no means no, and maybe means you're under the influence of an illegal substance. Peter Piper may have picked a peck of pickled peppers, and she may have sold seashells by the seashore. But everywhere that Mary went, this lamb won't be going.
Mr. Been a murder!
I know.
What do you mean that you know?
I searched the premises. Mr. Bobby's body is missing, and you all have horrendous expressions of guilt on your faces.
Excuse me. My plastic surgeon fixed that.
Why are you here?
None of us called detective.
I'm supposed to be here.
Turn on the instructions.
Who reads instructions?
You know what it is? She is probably a lost pawn from Sorry.
Or better yet, she's a discarded token from life.
This is not life.
Medicine, pipe, knife, revolver, rope.
That's better. Now, who here knew Mr. Body? Everybody. Who here wanted a dead Mr. Body? Nobody? Well, we will see.
We shall.
We shall what?
We forget it.
I want you to know here and now that I am not guilty. Murder's too vulgar. Like your social life, I'm sure. It's too bad.
I like how you charge in. Take control. Together, we'll find the killer. Together, we'll root out the evil. What is ma'am around the bulldozer?
Retreat, Colonel.
Detective. Certainly you don't think that I... How much do you want to drop for thing?
I'm glad I don't have your nerve in my juice.
Surely it wasn't I. I get my jollies from crossword puzzles. Not cool corpses.
That's not what I hear. It don't work at me, detective. I hate murder.
Because you can't spell it.
You know, now that I look at you chumps in your wardrobe by Crayola, I doubt any of you have the right stuff to be a murderer. Mr. Body's death was probably caused by natural causes. Dice failure, card trauma, whatever. I think it'll be on my way.
A murderer, it has a select sense of style and I breathe style.
I have a feeling all you breathe is fire.
A killer is stout Ireland, and I am Gibraltar. I do not move. I do not waver. Why is that giant green bean staring at me?
Oh, I get it.
The mind that plots and executes a murder is an extraordinary one. Immense intelligence, superior in hue. Consider me.
Or me! A killer has creativity and passion. It's an art. I am a true
thimble.
A fiddler is here unique. Oh, I'm unique. You certainly are. But let's stick to the subject of murder, shall we?
Very good.
What?
Shall. Forget it.
So, these little piggies are innocent, and these little piggies are not. Well, one of you little piggies is going to go wee, wee, wee all the way home. Because I'm sticking around, and I'm going to figure this out. I suspect that each of you had a motive to kill Mr. Body, and I'm going to want to question you. All of you.
Babe, if you think you're looking at a killer, you need to clean the wax out of your ears.
Now I'm in charge, and I'm going to huff, and I'm going to puff, and I'm going to make sure one of you gets life. Behind bars in the box. My investigation formally begins. You are all suspects. Stop staring at me.
She's a master of detection.
And determined to deliver.
If we play our cards wrong, we're really up the river.
She's hard-boiled
Come to you. Quite attractive.
and disarming, but the sight of prison stripes is not so charming. She'll try to catch us in a lie.
Her accusations won't hold blue.
If we don't hang together now, together we will hang on you. She's ambitious, unrelenting,
How to solve this deadly thriller?
but she hasn't even found out corpse, much less a cannon. We meditate our every move, keeping hate the slightest clue, chasing her tail from room to room. A simple strategy will see us through. Suspects and feelings, no courts yet as chilling. Theories and labeling, we don't lose, it's a dark daily game. It's just a guessing game. Dealer in violence, deserving in us. Prisons of warfare, if we stare so beware, our lives must compare. I didn't, he wasn't, she wouldn't, he couldn't. There's nothing that she could do, for she hasn't got a clue. Could she have found out that the other five may not have been absent? How she looked at funny sort of
Would she have discovered?
Can't you be aware?
Suspects and villains, no courts yet, it's chilling. There are plenty of theories, there are plenty of pain. We go clues, take and lose, it's a dark, deadly game. Could she? Has she?
Has she?
Did she?
Can she?
The investigation is now underway. I present to you the first clue of round number 2. Focus on where the deed was executed, when to call my vicar was transmuted. The room which housed the deliberate act had libations mixed and strategies stacked. The suspects now learn that the detective is quite effective and far more clever than any of them ever thought she could be.
I've got a clue.
Yeah.
I've got a lot more. I searched the entire mansion, and I found these. 6 interesting items which I believe could easily have been used to commit the heinous crime I'm faced with solving. I found a wrench, or a revolver, excuse me, this is a revolver, in the ballroom, a wrench in the kitchen, a coil of rope in the lounge, a candlestick in the billiard room, a knife in the conservatory, and a lead pipe in the study. With my highly advanced laptop crime detection system, I was able to ascertain that all of your fingerprints appear on all of the items, and that the prints were made between 9 p.m. and the precise moment of Mr. Bobby's death, midnight.
Don't go any further. I maintain my innocence. Therefore, I will admit of my own free will that I did indeed handle 3 of these letters, not for the grisly crime of murder. After dinner at 9:02, I moved the candlestick when I found it lying on its side in the library. I set it upright. At 9:11, I handled the revolver when I removed it from its display case in the study to inspect its caliber, merely out of curiosity. At 9:20, I used the knife to cut the rot out of an apple I was eating in the kitchen.
Yeah. Those weapons were not found in those rooms.
I handled 2 of them. At 9:11, I saw Professor Plum handling the revolver, and I got suspicious. So I put it in a place where anybody with questionable motive couldn't find it. The conservatory behind a beautiful whiskey burn. Then, at 9:30, I went to the kitchen to fetch a knife to cut a twist for my martini.
You handled no others?
Well, I did fetch a wrench for a big, burly handyman who needed it to fix a pipe in the kitchen. A lead pipe.
At what time?
Ugh, when you're with a big, burly handyman, you don't take notice of the time. It didn't stay in the kitchen, the pipe, that is. I mean the wrench. I saw Mrs. White retrieve it.
I needed it to get the cap off of my new bottle of spirits, which I hide in the study behind some German book about outdoor recreation.
The name of the book?
Mein Kampf. At 9:50, I went to the lounge to finish my spirits like a proper lady, which I found a rope, but I lost on my way to the conservatory.
The conservatory?
Yeah, talk to the plants.
I found the rope in the lounge at 9:58. Miss Peacock promised we could play cowboys and Indians. Can't play cowboys and Indians without a rope.
You certainly can't.
I used the lead pipe in the kitchen at 10:23 to crack open a can of rations.
You still eat that stuff?
Rations stay with you forever.
At 10:30, I took a wrench to the handyman in the ballroom. He needed to fix a radiator.
Handyman was quite popular, huh, ladies?
Well, at 10:40, I took him the knife in the lounge so he could cut his bologna sandwich.
More popular than I thought.
Oh.
Is that it?
No. I took the candlestick and put it in the study for some nighttime reading.
And I took the conservatory for some atmosphere at 9:55.
I carried it to the billiard room to experiment with playing pool. 11.
And I took it to the ballroom to catch a better view from the balcony. 11:05.
I to the lounge for a romantic rendezvous with Mrs. Peacock. 11:10.
I took it to the kitchen so that I could get me a late night snack. 11:15.
Found the revolver in the conservatory at 11:20.
And I hid it in the billiard room, 22.
I carried it to the ballroom. 24.
I took it to the kitchen. 26.
And I had him to study. 28.
And I the lounge. 30.
The rope to the billiard room,
The conservatory.
The study.
The ballroom.
The lounge.
wrench,
Kitchen.
Billiard room.
Study.
ballroom,
Lounge.
knife,
Billiard room.
Ballroom.
Lounge.
Kitchen.
study,
Lounge. Rope.
Conservatory.
Lounge.
wrench,
Study.
Lounge. Candlestick. Lounge.
Revolver.
Lounge. Rope. Lounge.
Knife.
Lounge. Pipe. Lounge.
Wrench.
Lounge.
Candlestick.
Lounge.
Pipe.
Lounge.
Knife. Revolver. Rope.
Wrench.
Candlestick. Pipe. Knife. Revolver. Rope. Wrench. Candlestick. Pipe. Knife. Revolver. Rope.
You people act like you're out of a board game.
Midnight.
Well, I'm not finished. This Jack is still at the top of the beanstalk, and she's got some tips on you. This note. more than ever that one of you is guilty of murder, and I'm going to find that person. I'll be interrogating all of you shortly. Stop staring at me! You seem so frazzled.
So serious.
Charge!
Shrewd! Tacky.
Attractive.
Information is essential. I now present to you the second clue of round number 2. Focus on how the deed was completed, how I, or Glory, was fatally defeated. The weapon responsible for killing me traverses its intended cunningly. The detective now conducts her interrogation. The suspect's distress with each accusation. She is alert, bold, cunning, and curt. They desperately jockey for vindication.
Professor Plum, tell me, could a sad person such as yourself commit the crime of murder simply because his family's oil business was betrayed?
Could I? Yes. Did I?
I read your book on corruption from the CIA. I rather enjoyed it. You know, you look different than in the photo on the book jacket.
Well, film can never capture an exact likeness.
Very different. And I read somewhere that you were now in South America working on...
Let me give you some advice, my sharp detective friend. A criminal act is best used with patience, astute reasoning, and cocktails for two.
I have a murder to solve.
Come on, let your masterminds in stimulating conversation.
Stimulation is not in my job description.
Do as the great minds of ages past would. Converse with me. Imbibe with me. Fertilize my cerebral garden.
I gave up fertilizing cerebral gardens when my shrink told me that fertilizing rose gardens was a healthier choice for a bipolar codependent who regresses to her childhood for emotional support.
As Somerset Maugham said, the mind is most free when the body is satiated with pleasure.
As Emerson said, the eye of prudence may never shut.
The awful thing about most people is their caution. Thomas Wolfe.
He has not desire for that of which he feels no want. Euripides.
The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. Emerson.
I desire only to know the truth. Euripides.
Beauty is truth. Truth, beauty. That is all you need to know. Keats.
Let one be on guard against those who flatter and mislead. Aristotle.
Make yourself necessary to somebody. Emerson. Be not simply good. Be good for something. Thoreau. Oh.
Oh.
Criminal propensities and calculated risks.
Motive opportunity, poison, and plot twists.
Made for primetime thrillers, crimes of passion, alibis.
Were consumed by blood and guts.
But in the newsroom, murder flies. It's normal curiosity to thrill at the notion of engaging in foul play.
But in civilized society, we stifle that emotion in fear of judgment day.
Tell cities and crowded risks. Motive opportunities, poison and plot twists, made for primetime thrillers, crimes of passion, alibis, were consumed by blood and guts, but in the newsroom murder flies. Thoreau, don't be too moral.
You may cheat yourself of much life. Aristotle, if he have not virtue,
He is the most savage of all animals.
yes!
Tell the truth. You're seduced by my theory. Your career fills a need deep within.
Mischief fills the minds of modern pillars. We're bewitched
By the deadly scent of sin.
The design of this game is not merely to entertain, it's coming in for the kill. That excites me. We're seduced by the challenge, then reduced to the chase. On the heels of our pursuit to prosecute,
To execute an
open and shut case. No more questions? Colonel Mustard! Oh, you certainly have an appetite for murder. When Mr. Body's father passed legislation banning you from the military, you offed him
No, I went off with him.
to a remote village in Honduras, where he was slaughtered during tribal ritual and fed to the gods. Then you buried Mr. Body's mother, who weeks later was found dead with a noose around her neck.
The rules of cowboys and Indians say that the loser must hang themselves. I didn't know she'd take me seriously.
In her will, she left you the house. There was nothing Mr. Body could do about this. The inheritance was yours legally, but a betrothal to Mrs. Peacock you could never claim. So it was your turn. You murdered Mr. Body because he married your one true love to get revenge.
For the death of his parents? For owning his home?
No! Because when he was a boy, you convinced him he was a toaster.
All these medals on my chest make the soldier you see. I know you must be impressed. See how you look at me. Trade you all this glory if you change your story. Vindicate me, exonerate me. Hours in battle is war.
Mr. Green! You're conniving, you're a chauvinist, you're a snake.
No. I'm a Democrat.
You've been a business partner of Mr. Body's in several ventures. With the one in Vegas, he swindled you out of a bundle.
That's the way the cookie bounces.
With colossal nips and tucks, the roles were reversed. It was your turn. You were duping him out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. He found out, threatened you. You killed him.
Look, that money was mine. I should know, because I never count my chickens before they cross the sidewalk. And babe, you think you're looking at a killer? You're just trying to fit a round peg into a bread box. Cheats and thieves, blue-collar crime. That's just nickel and dime. Check my collar, reads my game. Nothing but the big time. I've been around the block twice. Not afraid to toss dice. So take my money, come on, honey. 5 connivance my way.
Here we go, ladies. Of course, it's my got my revenge in Vegas. I caught Mr. Body at the airport, dragged him back to town.
And you tortured him!
Oh, yes! I made him sit through the entire nightclub act of Donnie and Marie. And applaud. Oh!
That's just... Mrs. White! Did you kill Mr. Body to erase your stepson Nigel's debt? No, you killed him because he was driving you like a slave. It was your turn. Mrs. White, what are you hiding?
Well, whatever it is very well hidden.
If Mr. Body's death was caused by a blow to the head, which it may have been, the killer would have to have been tall. How tall are you?
6', 4, 10, 9-ish.
With heels?
With anyone.
Mrs. Peacock!
Yes, finally. Thank you, Doc.
5 husbands, 5 questionable debts, 5 fortunes now yours. And according to the fine print that your lawyers added to Mr. Body's will, upon his passing, you inherit his entire estate.
Detective, with lawyers who make more in hours than you make in a week. It's always my turn. Silver bullets with your name, if you got us a deal. Diamond handcuffs, they are game. Promise we'll never squeal. We should stick together, females and forever. Please don't sell us down the river, rolling up without an oar. Take our rings, and if you like them, we'll give more. Pretty things, and then wherever you adore, on the way till the end. Never know who's round the bend. Is it our foul-weather friend? He's suspicious,
She's malicious.
two-faced to the end. All is fair in love and war. Murder sells the score. 6 of us could walk scot-free. We could offer you more. We shall stick together, comrades in power. Please don't sell us down the river, rolling up without an oar. We can run if we can cheat, if we can be done. Take our cash, we'll make this wheel of Valentine. On the way till the end, our weather friend. Never know who's round the bend. Is it our foul-weather friend? He's suspicious, she's malicious, two-faced till the end. Stick together, keep louder, right
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the final clue of round number 2. The game continues, not yet complete. Deducing the answer, no easy feat. The suspect you should scrutinize has insightful moves and curious eyes.
Well. Rub-a-dub-dub, 6 suspects in a tub. Full of hot water. Your secrets are out in the open. I could pin this murder rap on any one of you if I wanted to. But only one of you did. And I've got the proof. Was it Mrs. White in the ballroom with the candlestick? Or Mrs. Peacock in the billiard room on the knife? Or Professor Plum in the conservatory with the revolver? Miss Scarlet in the study with the ropes? Mr. Green? Colonel Mustard? Yeah, run fast. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. But Jack can't outrun this maverick.
Revenge fight with envy.
Scarlet shows a jealous streak.
Their colors are their motives.
Or to kill or cheek to cheek. Your assumptions are insane.
And we're as clean as yellow snow.
What's the one that's tall enough?
To strike the fatal blow.
For I love you, lost your love.
For your son, you acted on.
For lost love, you'll go to jail.
Yeah. Here's my bus torture veil.
It's all my fault you're in this mess. I crave the chance to die. The joy of immortality. I'm called a stalactite.
You both conspired to kill
And
and
go to robbers and no scheme.
Resisting assignations, you're the perfect murder team.
Don't blame me, she's in the bill. Don't blame me, you fixed the bill.
You'll hang high when I testify.
It's neither good or bad.
A corpse into a killer.
But a killer hates himself. They strip on the commandment of my neighbor as thyself.
It's all your fault you're in this mess, but soon you'll pay your dues. Excuse me, Mr. Green, but don't be brutal while he shoes. Boy, check out time.
I demise the perfect crime. Toss the dice, the final roll. Roll with no hope for parole.
It's all your fault we're in this mess. We're sorry that you came. So next time play Parcheesi, please just find another game. Now make your accusations and be sure to use all it. For if there is a shred of doubt, you know you must acquit. Deliberate, don't speculate. Eliminate. Lay the blame, but not on me. Cast your vote and set me free.
Complete your form. The time is now. You must select who, where, and how.
We're all behind the 8 ball now.
I killed Mr. Body in the lounge with the knife. He never paid me my offer's advance. And it's, as Thomas Fuller says, God makes apparel shapes, but it's money that finishes the man.
Let's see who in the audience won the game, whose answers with ours were one and the same. Rise in your place with a smile on your face if you guessed the correct room, weapon, and name. Let's have a round of applause for our winner.
Not so fast! Professor Plum did it all right. Sort of. He certainly had motive to want Mr. Body dead. But he didn't do it. The actual killer was Professor Plum! Sit down!
So am I!
Oh, no, I'm not. And you're not Professor Plum. You're no internationally renowned author. You're no PhD. You're no MA. You're barely a BA. You're a dorky school teacher from American Fork, Utah, who came here disguised as a Professor Plum. Before he went home to pay for the body school, he drove into bankruptcy the business which funded your private school. With no money, the school closed, and you lost your job as English teacher and head of PTA. PTA! Not Plum Transatlantic. Parent Teachers Association.
Oh, no, that's just...
But you didn't kill Mr. Body. You're too much of a wimp. Any man who seduces a woman with Thoreau is a wimp! Ladies and gentlemen, the murder scenario was this. The real Professor Plum murdered Mr. Body because he had repeatedly demoted him, or should I say her, from prime player in the game to secondary suspect to mere spectator to the most demeaning of all positions.
Piano player. Mr. Body would not acknowledge that I could play the game as well as the others. That I had a real talent for murder, so I had to show him. Yes, it was my turn. I did it in the lounge with the revolver, and that imposter was my accomplice. He supplied the weapon and made sure there were no witnesses. How did you get me?
There were 3 crucial bits of evidence. One linked you to the accomplice, the sheet music.
That makes sense.
One supplied the motive of revenge, the note made from magazine cutouts. But the clue that told me it was you and only you, the broken piano key.
Yes, it was my idea to dress as
No,
Professor
no,
Plum.
Wait. Stop. Where are you going?
This game is too complex and dangerous. I'm off to play another one. No maladjusted psychopaths, no intricate motives, no murder. Just railroads and hotels. Ew!
You know, Pascal. You know, she does have a point. It would be nice to go off and retire in Palm Beach. Maybe I'll call my good friend Tommy Cruise and see what he's up to.
I'd like to find a more erudite setting. A Tony Kushner play, a John Fowles novel, something with a complex plot and enlightened themes, spending time with characters of death.
I can see myself out of this entire world dancing in something significant and deep, too. Like Bachelor of Paradise. Almost paradise. Oh, then I can be the next Bachelorette. Chris Harrison, here I come.
All rise through the ranks. Become a global leader. I'll see a new world order. I'll see everyone's dream come true.
out of the Greek Isles.
Wrench, candlestick, pipe, knife, revolver, rope.
Wrench, candlestick, pipe, knife, revolver, rope.
You see, some things must remain the same. Our game has been played. It is over, this merry escapade, until once more we lift the cover and sift through clues to discover the mystery source from whence they came.